Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Today we're making a beautiful flower ring that was inspired by my very first challenge called the 7 Days of Spring DIY Challenge. I'll link up that playlist of videos in the description. What you're going to need for this project are your tools. I have cutters, flat pliers. I've taped together 3 of these Crayola markers. You can use 2 or 3 markers. I have some seed beads. I have a 6mm bead, an 8mm bead, using 22 gauge wire, and I have my ring mandrel. So I'm going to get a long piece of the 22 gauge wire, and I'm just going to wind it around all 3 markers here. So we're just going to go as many times as you want petals. So we'll just wind it around and around and around. So if we have about 4 on each side, it seems to be quite good. Hold these together, remove them from the markers, and we're just going to hold these tightly and just do a half turn to make a kind of infinity sign. So from there, we're just going to take this one and wind it around a few times. We just bend it to the left here, and we'll get our ring cone and just wind it around a few times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, as many times as your wire will allow. I'll do 5. We'll make it a little more thick. It's okay if it's less. And then we're just going to take this one, bring it around. We're going to wind it around the base underneath the petals here. So just go around a few times. There. So it looks a bit like a bow. I'm going to remove it. Hold these together and then wind this wire through the ring wires to hold them in place. So just go around 2 or 3 times so they're snugly held in place. 1, 2, 3. Just clip it and give it a pinch. You could put it back on the ring cone just to make sure it holds its shape. And then now what we want to do is separate the petals. So just lift that one and then just separate it a little to the left. This one too, separate it. And these ones lift and separate. Flip it around, and the same here. So we're going to bring that one over. So just separate it. And then the last one. You can do this with your pliers if you don't have fingernails or can't access it. Remove it from the mandrel, and we're going to take this wire and just bend it a little bit to one side, and that's going to make it easier if we put the bead on there, that it's going to be like sort of at the middle point. So we've got that. So I'm just going to take a bunch of seed beads. The seed beads can be slightly different. You can have faceted ones. You can have some like that. If you're not sure how many beads, just put a few and then slowly wind them around. We can start the bend with the pliers, so there's a little bit of slack in there. And then we're going to bring this one over here, hold it in place, and just bring this one around. So I see I need a few more beads. So once you have the right number of beads, you can always take this end and go back through your first bead. Hold the end and just go back through the first bead. Tug it a little bit so it holds in place, and then bend that one back. So now you're going to place this one down, push it down, and then you can take this end and go back through one of the petals and through the ring. So we're just going to pull that one down to hold it in place. This is on the other side from where we wound it there, and then wind it around the ring again. So 1, 2, 3. You could have trimmed the end if it's too long. Clip it. Give that one a pinch. Push these ones in, and that one too. Just push these in towards the center a little bit. And we're going to put it back on the mandrel, and then just adjust this so it's somewhat centered. So you might have to push the petals around a little bit You might have to like separate them a little bit more. You could even bend them up a little bit, some of them, just to keep that centered and to give it an illusion of three-dimensionality. The 22 gauge is soft, but once there's a lot of petals together, it holds together well. Remove it from the cone, and there you have your beautiful fancy flower ring. And if you want to do a smaller ring, just use 2 markers instead of 3. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out our work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to submit your email, I will send you my free Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.